Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving a microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. You better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, why don't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. I have to tell you this. How good is the God I serve? How amazing is he? That's all. You know what, really, man, when I try to explain how I feel about what he does for me, really the words that I come up with, they inadequate, man. They don't cut it. They really don't. You know, I could say amazing. At one time, I tried something real ignorant one time. I just said, God is just super fragilistic, espialidocious. I just tried that, see how that felt. That's how off the chain he is with me. I just try to see how that felt, but then I ain't feel right saying that. The fact that he's amazing and awesome, and he's an awesome God. You hear people say that. Well, it's bigger than that too, man. So, as hard as I try, no matter what I do every day, I'm gonna come up short with trying to explain to you exactly how he works and how he is for me. So, I just thank him every day, every chance I get. Here it is. It is your determination and your effort. Listen to me carefully. It is your determination and your effort. I think that the average person, and I'm not knocking you, I just want you to hear me out. I think what stops the average person from becoming successful is that we don't realize the effort that it takes. And that's just truth. I found that to be so true in my life and my talking to people and meeting people and people asking me questions about it and me trying to figure out the way myself. I don't think that you really can comprehend the effort that it takes to become successful. This is the thing that you have to wrap your mind around very quickly if you want to be successful on any level in any area. The dream is the beginning. Good Lord, let me tell you something. The determination and effort is massive. You cannot be overly concerned with sleep. If you are a person who is always concerned about sleep, get success out your mind. Ain't finna happen, partner. It's not finna happen. You cannot be that concerned about sleep. Now listen to me. You have to get your rest. But this was my philosophy. I'm just sharing you with how I did it. My philosophy was I stopped being concerned about sleep. I got my rest, but I got just enough to get back to it. And I got back on the grind to hop in the hustle. I got just enough rest so I could go and put forth some more effort. But listen to me. You cannot sleep a third of your life away and expect to become successful if you're not already successful. If you are asleep for 8 hours, that is a third of your day. You cannot be asleep a third of your life and expect to get successful. Now, after you get successful, you learn as you go to work smarter, not harder. So as you get successful, you may have 8 hours available to you. But on the way up there, I don't see how you can do it. I promise you I don't. Now, maybe somebody can come forward. I did it. Yeah. Probably lying, but okay, tell your story. Because everybody I know that's successful, that I've sat down and had real talks with, they wasn't concerned with sleeping. You cannot be concerned with sleeping if you want to be successful. How can this happen for you? Listen to me. The effort that it requires is massive. It's an all-out assault on your dream. Now you got to make an assault. It requires an all-out assault on it. And you can't be sleep and fight at the same time. You can't fight when you sleep. Man, I wish I could get y'all to understand this right here. Understand that the effort that is required to be successful will take everything you have. And when you think you've given your all, it's going to require some more. The quality of your chill is amazing. See, okay, listen to me. What is sitting around having a beer every day for? What is sitting around smoking weed for every day for? Well, come on, man. For real? But if you took that beer drinking, weed smoking, chill time and applied it to progressing yourself towards your dream, when you do carve out a vacation, guess where you'll be able to go? Guess what part of the world you can go see? Guess how you can chill now? Now, instead of you just driving every year, your family to family reunion, sit at the same picnic table, everybody pool their money in. 10 families don't never pool their money in. They down there eating like y'all eating. You got attitude because they side don't ever chip in enough. They down there eating extra potato salad, making plates. You down there arguing about this every year. For real, man? They ain't got the T-shirt money. They got the same T-shirt on. They ain't put in. Hey, really, man? So you want that to be it every year, or do you want this year? I'm taking my family to New Orleans, or I'm taking my family to see the Grand Canyon. I'm taking my family down to the beach this year. Me and my family gonna go sightsee. We're gonna go ride a couple of river on Chicago. Me and my family gonna go skiing this year. Me and my family going out to L.A., man. We're gonna go out there for the weekend. You know, it can happen like that. But if you ain't working, listen to me. Average effort gets average results. That's all it is to it. See, ordinary effort gets ordinary results. But if you put forth an extra effort, see, the only difference between extraordinary and ordinary is one word. That's extra. If you do extra, you can take ordinary right on over to extraordinary. Do you understand? You have to have a massive assault on your dreams. Quit sitting up in here, man, trying to chill all the time. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could tell you another way, but it ain't one. Here's what I did. I wasn't concerned about how much sleep I got. I just had to get my rest. And once I got enough rest to get up and get the task done, I got up. Somebody sent me a tweet the other day, a partner of mine. He said, I'm going to see if I can pull it up while I'm talking to you. But he just sent me a little sign. Just wasn't nothing, just a little something to say, hey, man, I ran across this. I thought about you and I sent it to you. It said, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me. It's in block print. He said, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me. That's what you got to be about.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, what? Huh? You know what time it is? Showtime. Man, you know what? I was thinking the other day about how I was as a little boy when I was growing up. We should put on shows in the basement, and I'd have a clothesline put up in the basement and a sheet. That was the backstage area. I was always trying to get my nephews and nieces to perform. They couldn't, and they were more aggravating to me than a little bit. So I took it upon myself to introduce my damn self, because y'all obviously don't have the glam and what it takes to be in the limelight under this light bulb in this basement down here. I don't know how y'all foresee yourself ever making it to the big time, and you can't perform under this one light bulb in this damn basement. I look back on that and I was hollering laughing, because that little boy with the stuttering condition messed around and made it. Praise God Almighty for doing the impossible, the unseemly. Here I go. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Junior, and your boy, myself. What's up, Junior?
Man, let's talk about this, man. You know, something we were talking about the other day, but it's on your journey. When you doing what you feel like God has put you on here, which one is more important? Getting it right or getting started?
Well, I got to tell you something. If you don't ever start, there's no way to get it right. I mean, if you don't start, we're not finna get it right or wrong. And so I just implore people to start. You know, you don't have to know how it's going to work all the way out, because I have news for you, nobody does. If God had told all of you that in order to get where you are today, and he showed you a roadmap of every trial, tribulation, setback that you'd have to go through to get there, all of us would want something else. I don't care where we are. I know I would have, had he showed it to me in the beginning, I'd have said, hold up, Lord. In 2015, can we skip that? And in 2005, can we skip that? In 2000, can we let that one go? And I'd love to go back to 1996. Could we not do that? Before we get to 96, could we not do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember some years.
Okay.
But if he had showed us that, we wouldn't be where we are. So starting is the key.
Yeah.
It's the whole key to everything. But you have to remember, even in starting, I've said this a million times, but it bears repeating. When you fail, that doesn't just... Failure is not listen to this. Failure is not a person. Failure is an event. Don't let an event describe who you are as a person.
Right.
Amen.
Come on, Steve. What?
Amen. Let the church say amen.
65.
All right. Thank you, Steve, for that. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Junior's in for the nephew to run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time to start your morning off with Junior in for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got, Junior?
How much in the account, Pastor?
That's it.
That's it. How much in the account, Pastor? Come on, cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Pastor Hayes.
This is he.
Pastor Hayes, how you doing? This is Brother Lonnie Thompson. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. And how can I help you today?
Pastor, I'm actually one of your members at the church, and I want to just commend you that you're doing a good job the way you are displaying safety. Let me say that first and foremost.
Okay, cool. Thank you. You know, we just want everybody to be safe and healthy. And your name again?
Brother Lonnie Thompson.
Okay. And Brother Thompson, I'm kind of about to be in the middle of dinner. How can I help you, brother?
Well, here's what I wanted to ask you, man. Pastor, I want to ask you this. I know you know a lot of people are going through different things, and people are, trying to make sure they keep food and stuff in the house because, time like this, you kind of want to stay put, but you want to make sure you got enough food and water and things like that. So, but what I wanted, my reason for calling you is, I wanted to ask you how much money do we have in the account?
Come again?
The church account. How much money do we have in there?
Brother, what do you say your name was again, brother?
My name is Brother Lonnie Thompson.
Okay, Brother Thompson, how did you get my personal cell phone number to be calling me at home this time of day?
Well, I got this number from one of the brothers at the church.
What brother at the church? 'Cause they know not to give my personal number out to people I don't know. Are you a member? I'm a member though. I'm a member. Okay. Well, how long you been a member? Because I've been pastor this church for 10 years, and your name ain't familiar to me. How long you been a member at my church?
I've been a member probably going on 3 years now, but I ain't been since that day I joined. I kind of got caught out there. You know how it go. But
wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So you've been a member of my church 2 or 3 years. You ain't been to the church in 2 to 3 years. Are you calling me to ask me about finances of my church? I understand what you're looking for.
Well, I am a member, so I mean, don't I have the right to know what we got in the account?
No, actually, you don't. You don't have the right to that question if you don't actively come to the church. You can't come to the church, sign up for church, and then call me 3 years later asking me what we got going on at the church. So I need to understand, what is your purpose? What are you trying to
Well,
get
like
out
I
of
say,
this?
everybody going through hard times. I'm trying to see what we got in there because, I need to pick up a few things from the store. I don't have the money right now, but shouldn't I be able to lean on my church, though?
You can lean on it. We've done a lot of stuff in the community. We've been feeding the elderly. We got a food bank. We've been cash apping people some money that when we can. But you ain't been at this church in 3 years. You can't call me after 3 years and think I'm about to give you some money for something. I don't even know if you're a real member.
I'm a real member. So hold on, Pastor. Hold on.
No, you hold on. Boy, look here. I'm trying to sit down and have dinner with my family. You sitting here on my last nerve. Look here, Brother Thompson. I don't know you. I ain't never heard of you. You am not about to call here and try to get some money out of me, and you ain't even a member of the church. You can't.
I am a member of the church.
Because you come to the church one time and you ain't been back in 3 years, and you come to me for some money.
I am a member.
Gave your mama. You are not a member of this church, sir.
I am a member of the church. Look. Let me tell you something. I know this ain't no.
No, Mr. Thompson. Let me tell you what. You can't join my church 2 or 3 years ago and call me 3 years later, get my number from somebody and ask me for money because you're going through hard times. Now, if you was a true member of the church, you'll understand how we work and how we give money to people that's struggling. I just delivered 40 meals today to our elderly, Last week we cashed out people money to go pick up groceries. Apparently,
well, do you need my cash app then? Do you need my cash?
Boy, you gonna make me cuss. You ain't even tithing. So how you not tithing and think you?
I told you I have fell on bad times. Didn't I say I fell on bad times?
You fell on bad times for 3 years.
Hey, it takes longer for some people, okay? Why are you judging me in opposed to trying to figure out how to cash app me
because
so I can get on?
You're not a member of my church. I don't know if you some scam artist trying to get money from the church, sir. I have never met you. I don't know you. Matter of fact, I'm about to call up the deacons to see who you are and why they would give my number to some boy to call me and ask me for some money.
Hey, let me say this to you. If you don't cash app me, then I'm finna let all the members that I know our church ain't no mega church. We got 300-400 members. I already know. So, but I would let every member know that you're not cash apping me to help me in a time of need. I will do that.
Hey, Brother Thompson, you can let them know. You can Facebook it, Instagram it. You can put it on that TikTok and tag me in it. I ain't giving you a dime. I don't know you. I ain't never heard of you. Matter of fact, you need to get off my phone. I got dinner with my wife about to go on, man, and I ain't got time to be going back and forth with you. I need to know who gave you my number so I can call them up and tell them, don't be giving my number out to some stranger who ain't been to our church in 2 to 3 years and gonna ask me for some money, some cash out. Or if you don't get off this phone, who gave you my number?
Okay, so let me ask you something. So Deacon Marvin Dillard?
I know Deacon Marvin. Yeah, what about him?
Do you know he listens to the radio every morning?
Yeah.
He's listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Pastor Hayes, you just got pranked by your boy, Deacon Marvin.
Boy, see, and that's why Deacon Marvin about to get kicked off the board. Boy, you got me out here in my yard yelling. My neighbors looking at me like I'm crazy. They know I'm a pastor on the block. Boy, you almost made me cuss. You can't be doing that during this time, man.
Pastor, you all right, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Baby, everything good. My wife done came out here, boy, and you don't want her to set it off.
You don't want the first lady to go out. Okay.
Man. But no, we take care of our church, man. We feed them, sending the money, man, delivering meals, man, make sure everybody good during this time.
That's good, man. Hey, man, before we get off, you got to let me know, baby, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, this is Steve Harvey Morning Show with that ignorant nephew, Tommy.
All right, thank you, Junior. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Black British actor Steve Toussaint responds to racist House of the Dragon fans, and Chris Rock rejects Super Bowl ad and Oscars hosting gig. And wow, this story right here. Rap music is on trial. The Fulton County, Georgia DA plans to use rap lyrics in court. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now, it is time to the CLO. Quentin in Bakersfield says, I'm dating a woman that is besties with her mom. And when we go out, her mom comes too, CLO. I don't mind the mom coming, but she's got it going on, and I'm becoming more attracted to her. Do I separate myself from the two of them, or do I focus more on the mother and see where that could possibly go?
This boy stupid.
Quentin.
Yes, Quentin, yes.
I cannot tell you how dark and deep the hole is you about to step your dumb ass into. Now,
His mom has it going on.
I bet she do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sir, I don't know how far you and this daughter done went. I don't know how y'all met. I don't know if y'all was set up. I don't know if y'all been cuddling. I don't know if y'all done went all the way. It don't sound like it. It sounds like y'all just been hanging out and you trying to see where it go. I understand where you at, Quentin. Lord have mercy.
Uh-huh.
I've dated in my life a best friend that had a woman who had a best friend that used to come along. And her friend was finer than her.
Okay.
So, and the first date, we had never done that, and we just went out on a date. The first date we went out, I drew the conclusion that I would be much better off with her friend than her.
Yeah.
I can't, at the first date, I knew that right away.
First date.
First date. Just on sight. In my 20-some years, I came to the conclusion that my life, future, and all I hope for would be in better hands with her friend.
Because like the mom in this one, she had it going on.
Boy.
Did she?
So I sat there and made the switch in my mind.
Okay.
The problem I had, Quentin, is the problem you gonna have. You can make the switch in your mind, but how do you get the switch out verbally?
This is her mother,
What's
though.
the verbiage to use to tell your original date that you are now feeling her bestie? I have yet to come up with those words after 65 years, Quentin. Good luck.
But, Steve, isn't this different? It's her mom. It's not just her best friend. It's her best friend who happens to be her mom.
Shirley, I told you what would happen with just the best friend.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
really don't know what to tell you about this girl's mom.
Yeah, this is something right here. This is really something.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, you gotta
How
stop.
crazy that's
Yeah,
gonna sound at the table.
yeah.
It ain't nothing he could say, you know.
There's
Look.
nothing. You're right. All right, moving on to JJ in Southfield. JJ says, last night I heard rumbling in my backyard, so I opened the curtains. My neighbor and a woman were back there having sex. The next day, he called to thank me for not scaring the woman off, and he said it won't happen again. His wife is my wife's cousin. I know man code, but do I break code if it involves family?
No, you can't break man code. Family. Your wife's cousin. They ain't even close. Cousin. Oh, they ain't your brother. Sister. Cousin. You really damn near don't even know them people.
They're very
Cousins.
distant.
Man, come on now. My mama's sister's kids? What?
What?
Y'all live out
Very
of state
close
and
to
all
my
this? I
cousin.
don't know you. Well, whatever. No, dog, you can't break man code on that.
Okay.
And he realized you saw him and thanked you.
And said it won't happen again.
Not in your backyard. That's what he said.
That's what he meant.
Yeah. No. That's what he said. It won't happen again. You didn't hear under his breath. It won't happen again.
Right.
Yeah, that's what that means. Go ahead, Shirley.
All right, Harper in Talladega says, I'm 30 and I'm dating a black man that is a mama's boy. If the food doesn't taste like his mama's food, then he won't eat it. He highly offended my pastor's wife last week by telling her that she didn't cook her lima beans long enough. We're about to get engaged. Should I think twice before marrying him?
Well, now I'm gonna be real with you. It's hard to chew down on some tough ass lima beans. I'm just gonna be real with you. Do you know that? Cause they already starchy. You know, that's like undercooked corn. You know, them starchy foods, you got to cook them through and through. I'd rather have a soft lima bean than a crunchy lima bean. These ain't snap peas now. You got to know your groceries.
And I love lima beans.
You know, and if you're gonna be
Love
country and we're gonna get married, you can't be in here undercooking these lima beans. And the pastor wife know better.
Yeah.
Hell, you in a hurry for. You should have just left them on and came to church, cut them on low, and leave them in there on simmer.
In the crock pot.
And then call home and tell somebody, auntie or somebody that don't go to church, go up there and turn them beans off.
But you gotta say it like that.
You better come on with
That's
this
how
black
they always
experience.
That's how it
go
works.
in there and turn them beans off
Somebody in the
Come on
neighborhood.
with it.
before they run over.
That's
You
the
know how
black
they go,
experience.
because somebody at that street in their apartment across the street
That's
got
right.
the key to your house because you made friends with them. Y'all had your own little watch committee, and you know to send them over to the house because they don't never go to church and turn them damn beans off.
I got a question.
Huh?
The lady that wrote the letter, is she white? Because she says,
It
I'm
sounds like
dating
it
a
is.
black
Yeah,
man.
Black man.
See, and now that I kind of thought that too. I wasn't gonna say that because I try to stay out of HR when I can. But since you don't give a damn, here I go. Your ass know y'all always running stuff under hot water anyway. You got to boil them damn lima beans, and your pastor's wife don't know how to cook, and I don't blame his black ass for saying nothing about it. Because I'm not going to be coming over here to these little white dinners, and y'all undercooking these damn vegetables and running these hot water across these green beans and slicing up these almonds on them. I'm not coming over here for this. And stop putting these marshmallows on top of these yams. Who told y'all to do that? And we like dressing, and dressing and stovetop is two different things.
Entirely. All
I'm
right,
not
thank
coming
you,
to the
Phil.
white church no more.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news and trending headline news right after this. Thank you, CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones spinoff, had the biggest premiere ever. Love that music. The
Yes.
show's debut episode was watched by 10 million viewers. 10 million viewers. That is the largest audience for any news show in HBO's history. House of the Dragon, which takes place 200 years before the events of the original in Game of Thrones, chronicles the rise and fall of the House Targaryen. Steve Toussaint, the black British actor playing the role of a wealthy military commander, I think his name is Lord Corlys Valerio. Well, he's been receiving racist remarks, Steve, from the Game of Thrones fans. The fans believe the casting doesn't match what is portrayed in the book. But the author, George R.R. Martin, never mentioned the character's skin color. In an interview with Men's Health magazine, Toussaint talked about the fans of the show and said they are happy with the dragon flying. They're happy with white hair and violet-colored eyes, but a rich black guy, that's beyond the pale. So now you all mad at a fictitious character being black? What? But they're cool with the dragons and they're cool with the blonde hair.
Let the dragon fly. There's nothing wrong with a dragon.
But you can't be a rich black man.
A dragon is possible. A rich black guy? Come on.
Come on.
You know, man, racism is so damn ignorant to me. Y'all make me sick. And, you know, I started to watch it. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got to wait till they get some more episodes because I was sitting there and I was about to press episode 1, but I saw ain't no more. It was just 1. I'm not finna watch no 1. And then,
I'm letting them build up too.
See, I need to fall asleep and wonder what happened and be able to cut it back on and find out. I can't wait till next Friday. I ain't got the kind of life. And now to all y'all racist ass people that don't like the black dude in it, don't watch the damn show. If this show making you sick, Lord, don't watch Bridgerton, because you going to kill yourself. You stupid redneck hillbilly backwards bigoted ass. Let's just go to HR. You don't believe a black man fits the character, but the dragon is all right with the fire coming out of his mouth. That can fly with white people on the back.
That's cool. You're good with that.
And the mama of the dragon is a white lady. But the dragons with their big black ass. What? Wait a minute. Oh, the stone people, that was cool for the stone people. And if you touch your skin, your little skin gets scaly, you was cool with that.
All of that. But
you was cool with the white lady that walked out the building completely on fire, and she walked out, and all of a sudden, this white woman was in charge of all these black people. Oh, that was wonderful to you. I'm going to tell you, since you want to bring up stuff I didn't get about Game of Thrones, I damn sure didn't get this. Little Miss Lily White walks out this building that's on fire. Now all the black people scared of her. What's wrong with just killing her? Oh, see, I'm going to do a whole show called Anti-Racism.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna call it R&R, Reverse Racism. I'm going to show you what it would feel like if we told you what we didn't like in your movies and your TV shows. Let's start with one of the biggest TV shows ever, Friends. How the hell you got a show in New York City? Ain't nothing on the show but white people.
It's a lifelong question right
friends. They were friends with each
Wasn't
other.
a black ass buddy nowhere.
Not even a phone call.
Dog, they wasn't down at the office. They didn't walk in the bar. What part of New York was this film? Friends.
Any more come to mind?
You okay?
You just name one. I can tell you.
Any show.
All of them, hell. Andy Mayberry.
Andy Griffin
Andy
show.
Griffin. You know, I wasn't even racing that. Oh, one of my favorite shows called Barney.
Oh yeah, Barney. Yeah.
Barney and the doggone drunk dude.
Otis.
Otis Floyd down at the barber shop.
Yeah.
Boy.
Ain't B.
All right.
Ain't B always look like she finna cry?
Yes.
Oh, Andy.
Oh, I love that show.
All right. Yeah.
That is funny. Reverse racism.
Now he whistling. What are you?
All right, we're going to get to this other entertainment news, Steve, when you finish.
Oh, you got it down.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You don't understand. That was my damn song. Dog, that was my song. You don't know what that meant to me, man.
Are you
Boy, I'm
tearing
sitting
up
here,
right
man.
now?
Dog, little white boy going fishing with his daddy. Ain't got no mama.
I ain't got no mama.
I know.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. In other entertainment news, Chris Rock briefly addressed the Oscar slap incident during a 90-minute comedy set in Phoenix. Chris said the Oscars invited him to host next year's ceremony, and he declined. He also told the crowd that he refused an offer for a Super Bowl commercial. Rock referenced the murder trial of O.J. Simpson while explaining his stance and said that going back to the Oscars would be like asking the late Nicole Brown Simpson to go back to the restaurant where she left her glasses before being killed back in 1994. Chris, come on.
No.
I don't see the funny in it. Okay. All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A state of emergency has been declared in Jackson, Mississippi. What is the government doing about it? Now, according to CNN, today there will be several mega distribution sites with 36 truckloads of water available each day for the public. Jackson State's head football coach Deion Sanders talked about how the water crisis is affecting the football players at Jackson State. Take a listen.
So right now, we're operating in crisis mode. I got to get these kids off campus, the ones that live on campus, the one that lives in the city of Jackson, into a hotel and accommodate them so that they can shower properly and take care of their just needs. Make sure all our kids are fed and all our kids have the necessities of life for the next several days until this crisis resides. That's what we're operating in right now. So we're going to find somewhere to practice, find somewhere that can accommodate every darn thing that we need and desire to be who we desire to be, and that's dominant. The devil is a lie. You ain't going to get us today, baby.
I love Prime.
All
Come
right
on,
now.
Prime. Take care of these players.
Yeah, that's really I do appreciate them being proactive in this situation. Yeah. And you got some people that's drawing some real light to this. Seems to be a little bit different response than what happened in Flint. I think they just didn't do enough in Flint. I don't think they acted accordingly. We have the money in this country, so this type of thing can be avoided. But the first and foremost thing of level of importance in this country is money. And to prove it, on the money it says, "In God we trust." Mm-hmm. But they just put that on there as symbolism.
Oh.
They put that on their money.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Certainly started out that way.
That was a dead giveaway right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got a constitution, but we ain't in that, are we? So.
And Steve, FEMA and the EPA are helping to expedite the delivery of the equipment for emergency repairs at the City of Jackson water treatment facility. So they are trying to do something.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
they
water
really do.
Is
Yeah.
a necessity for survival.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
You got to drink it, use it to wash. I mean, yeah, of course, for sure. But at least, they're on it. Like you said, Steve, they're on it. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, it's voicemail time. It is time to check your voicemail, Steve. 877-29-STEVE. If you want to call and leave Steve a voicemail, 877-29-STEVE is the number. We'll check yours right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is time to check your voicemail. And if you want to leave Steve a message, call him 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. Operators are standing by. I know they're not. I just wanted to say that. This is a caller.
It's a voicemail, child.
It's a
Leave
voicemail,
message.
right? It's a voicemail. Caller, Steve, this caller left a message for us and to the Georgia voters, for us and the Georgia voters.
Good morning, Steve Harvey and the staff. I just wanted to ask you if you could please start putting out about voting for the midterm. Stacey Abrams is behind, and we need to get her pumped up. If nothing else, invite her to the show, and that way that may help her becoming the next governor of Georgia. We need her. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.
Stacey Abrams is always invited on the show. Mm-hmm. She has a standing invitation. Mm-hmm. The producers of the show have reached out, and we've had several times. So she's coming. And we will not fail in the voting process, sister. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. But we know our people. Now, we're talking about, because I know you probably can't listen to the radio show all day, but we do give out the voting website.
Yes,
we do talk about being aware of the new changes.
Yes, we do.
But we also know it's August, and we know how to reach the people that we reach. So we know in September, October, we're going to crank it up.
Well, it's September 1st today.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, we can't. You can't go too early, because people they get tired of hearing it, and they hear the same thing, so they tune it out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. We got to create a sense of urgency. So we have a timeline where we start cranking it up. But there's a science to this due to analytics we've learned over the years. 20 years of doing this, we know when to start making major announcements, because we know how we got Warnock and Ossoff in last time.
That's right. And
So
Warnock
we'll
is
have
running
it together,
again.
sister. But thank you again.
Yep. Thank you. All right, another caller from Canada loves your inspirational messages, Steve.
Good morning, Steve. It's your girl, Yasmin from Toronto, Canada. Just calling in to say I love the show. I've been a listener for years. And what I really appreciate is the thought of the day. No matter where I'm at, I literally run to the radio, and everybody knows at that time that I'm just focused. I listen, and I take, whatever you have said in, and it really, really helps me, especially I've just lost my father, and my dad and I actually used to listen to you on the radio. So I just want to say thank you, family. Thank you for everyone. In a world that has so much negativity, thank you for bringing the positive. God bless you, Steve. Keep doing what you're doing. And I just want to say thank you. My heart is so full. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely welcome. And we try to do our best, and we appreciate the encouragement, because sometimes you don't know that you're reaching people because we're on the radio. Mm-hmm. It's not like we get every day, we know exactly what we did, so we just doing it. Now, on a lighter note, when she tuned in and said, "Hey, Steve, this your girl, Yasmin," I just like to say I don't have a girl named Yasmin in Canada, so I just wanted to be clear.
That's what you got out of that.
Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up for the shade room and the black hole and radar and all of that. I just want to clear that up before that get rolling down the hill.
You got a boo in Canada.
Yeah. Let me blow the snow off that ball so it don't get
scared,
down the hill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just wanted to say that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Yasmin. All right, last call, Steve. Let's hear it.
Hey, Steve and the gang. This is Dennis calling you from Lithonia, where we put it on you, Georgia. This message is actually for Shirley and Carla. Shirley and Carla, never stop laughing. You two have the most infectious laugh in radio. I got in my car the other day and you were laughing, and I just started laughing. Didn't even know what you were laughing about. But always keep that good, positive, wonderful energy in those laughs. Steve, Tommy, Junior, y'all need Jesus. That's all.
Dude,
my takeaway was you need Jesus.
Yes,
I
mine
do.
too.
But we do need Jesus. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. So I'm gonna just go and leave it alone.
Thank you for all the calls. Coming up next, Junior in for the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, he called me a call girl. We'll get into that in just a bit. find out what that's all about. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Junior?
You know what, Shirley? You gotta think about these situations. People stand up, they come to church, and they just confess about what they need in life and everything. And, you know, and Tommy found somebody like that, and here it is. You prayed for a job. You prayed for a job. Come on, Cat.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Carolyn, please.
This is Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn. Listen, my name is Lawrence. I actually go to the same church you do. I saw you last Sunday where you stood up in the church, and I heard that you were talking about you were going through some bad times. Well, your job supposedly got rid of the department that you were in, and you were now seeking a new type of work. Am I right?
Yes.
Or
that's right.
just work, period, because you're looking for a new occupation, and I was there when you asked everybody to pray for you.
Yes.
Have you found anything yet?
I haven't. You know, I've been praying. We prayed again today. I asked for the church's prayers again today, and I know everything's gonna work out because you know he said you take one step, he gonna take two.
That's right.
So I'm prepping, and I know it's gonna happen. I know.
Well, listen, I think I may be able to be of some help to you. I actually own my own company, and I'm thinking that you could be the perfect person for a position that I have available. Now, what type of work were you doing in the past? Give me some of your job qualifications.
Oh, I'm executive secretary, administrative assistant, anything like that. Type 88 words a minute. They even take the old style shorthand. Oh, I can do it all. If you just tell me what you need and I can do it. Take care of your executives that come through the office, anything that's needed. Travel, expenses, that's what I do.
Okay.
And
now,
I'm good at it, too.
What type of hours are you used to working?
9 to 5. Sometimes I'll come in at 8. I don't have a problem with coming in at 8. I can come in even earlier if you need me to come in earlier.
Are you opposed to working at night?
No, I don't mind working at night. I mean, it just depends. You know, right now beggars can't be choosy. I ask and it's being given to me.
Okay.
What kind of hours we looking at?
I have an offer for you that it would be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. You will only be working 3 days a week for me. Okay.
Just to let you know, I was looking for something with a few more hours, a few more days. I need like full time. I have a family. Well, I have bills to pay.
Right. I understand. But listen, I think the actual amount will suffice for that. Now, I'm going to offer you $750 per night for 3 nights a week. That's $2,250 for those 3 days for 1 week.
Wait a minute. You said $750 a night?
$750 a night. And
I'm making about $2,000 or something.
You're making
a
week, ma'am, and if you do the math on that adds up to about $9,000 for a month.
Ooh, you know, it sounds too good to be true, but now I put it all in his hands. I turned it over. That's what we're supposed to do. I did it, and you tell me I'll make $750 a night.
Okay.
But, I mean, what I'm going to be doing? Keeping your books, you know, because I do a little accounting, too.
Well, let me say this. Now, the reason why I say it's at night is because I own a nightclub, and you would be working at the nightclub for me, so you would put in about 4 or 5 hours every night, and for 3 nights a week, like I stated, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and of course, I'll pay you $750. Matter of fact, I'll actually pay you your first 2 weeks in advance.
And I need that.
But I'm sure you've lost your balance. You need to get back on your feet and everything.
Yes, I do. Yes. Okay. So exactly what is it I'll be doing? Because I'm sure, like I said, I can do office work. I'm good. Like accounting, you tell me, a clerk, front door, I can keep your books going.
Right. Well, no, not necessarily. I don't need you to work the front door. I'm actually going to have you in the club working. Okay. So, I mean, how's your physical condition? Are you able to get around and you don't get tired quick, do you? Now, are you in good physical shape?
Yes, I'm in very good physical shape. I don't get tired quick at all. You need to do something like be over the bartenders or something and work the bar to make sure all the money's, nobody's stealing money from you or something like that?
No, you're not at the bar either. See, because what I'm going to do, now, have you ever done anything like, anything close to dance or anything like that? Have you done that in the past?
Yeah, I did a little ballet when I was younger. Drill squad, cheerleading, I do a little dancing, and, go out every once in a while. You do a little dancing here and there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with moving around.
Okay, well, that's good. Because, see, what I want you to do is I want you to do a little bit of dancing in the club.
You you got some like ballroom dancing or something where you need me to teach you. I don't know how to do the ballroom dance, so I can't work with nobody on that stuff like that.
No, I'm not asking you to do any ballroom dancing or anything like that. What I need you to do, I want you to dance on the pole. See, I have on the pole. See, I have a strip club. I want you to dance on the pole.
Pole? What the hell you mean when you dance on a pole?
Well, actually, I own the Silk Stocking, which is a strip club.
Oh, I'm not a silk stocking. What the hell you mean? You don't want me dancing on the pole? You know what? This is you must be out your mind. I ain't dancing on a pole for nobody. You can take that pole, Mr. Kelly, whatever your name is, you can strap that pole up your
What?
You must be out your mind.
But don't you want to make this money? I got $750 a night for you.
I don't need that kind of money. I'm telling you right now, you in that pole dance, you can take that pole and shove it up to damn. You have no business calling me about no dancing on no pole. And I believe you got nothing from nobody at church.
I'm trying to get you a job, baby. They told me that you was in need of a job, so I'm just
I'm
trying
not
to...
in need that. I'm not in need of that kind of job. I'm not in need of no jobs. I'm taking off my damn drawers somewhere down the butt window and dance on those damn poles. What's wrong with you?
Okay, what if I bump it up to $1,000 a night?
You know, I don't care if you done it for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I ain't taking my jaws out for no damn body.
I want your on that pole.
You know, you ain't gonna see my. You know what? I want your in church. I'm really spraying. That's where you need to be calling me, talking about you got a job. You know, this is right here.
When I see you at church next Sunday.
When you see me at church, I say, don't you come up to me and say nothing to me, because if I see you, I'm gonna bust you in your face.
I'm gonna come and ask you and Wendell, will you get your butt on the pole?
You know, and if you get caught by Wendell, I'm gonna whoop your.
Well, let me say this to you. Are you listening to me?
You know what? I don't want to listen to you. If I'm getting ready to hang up, you know, don't you call me no more.
Wait just a minute, Carolyn. I want to say this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your cousin, Ravina.
Ravina? My cousin Ravina? I'm going to give her Ravina, you know, Ravina know better. Ravina know I need some money. You know Ravina is wrong with the bed. You tell Ravina when you talk to her, it's my. I don't believe it, girl.
Why? See, there's something wrong, man.
Really?
You can't. Like, how he expect to get in? I don't know how he expect to get in here. Like, how is that an expectation? Like I'm just gonna walk up to the gate and just hold my chest out and I'm walking in.
It's me, oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You prayed for a job. This lady stands up and wants a job. You call her talking about being an exotic dancer. What is this?
She didn't say what kind of job.
Yeah. You prayed for a job.
I got a job for you. Oh
yeah.
My God.
Oh my God. This is so crazy. Tell you what though, tonight though, got a job for me though. I prayed for and got it. Huntsville, Alabama. Stand Up Live happening tonight. Yeah, get the tickets. Come on. We're gonna have a good time. It's that time. Ignorance, foolery, everything. I'm telling you.
What you gonna do?
You can expect the Chris Rock slap to be on this list. You can be expect about my family being on this list. You can expect the ignorance of this show on this list. You can expect that. You about to see everything tonight, man. I'm talking about I don't have, and I've been locked up in COVID. Oh man, come on. I got some work to do, huh? This is what I do. I can't help it.
Throw one of them crises in there. You be kidding.
Yo, hey a minute. Wait a minute. The last sickle cell crisis I had, got to tell you where that was at. Oh my God.
We're coming, Junior. You know that. We will be there.
Please, come on. Tell them, come on.
All right. Go see Junior in Huntsville. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject is, he called me a call girl. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on work, on sex, on parenting, on dating, please, please, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
Yeah, that's right, Shirley. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
All right, thank you, my good friend, Junior. Subject. He called me a call girl. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 41-year-old entrepreneur and I own a brokerage firm. I'm dating a 40-year-old former pro athlete and we met 3 years ago. He's a coach and he owns a laundromat. I have my own house and he has his own house. I was driving a small sports car when I met him and he suggested I get an SUV for all of my yard signs and stuff for my business. I was fine driving my little BMW, but for my 40th birthday, he surprised me with a 2022 SUV. He loves giving gifts, and I love getting them, but it's the commentary after the gift that bothers me. I wasn't wearing designer labels before I met him, but he loves to buy them for me, so I let him. He has splurged on overpriced designer shoes and purses for me since we met. He said I have to look a certain way to represent him properly. He loves to brag about whatever he spends money on. Over the weekend, he went too far with the bragging, and now we're not speaking. We were at a rooftop bar on Sunday with 3 other couples, and the males moved away from the females so they could smoke cigars. They were still in earshot of where we were sitting, and I overheard my man say that I'm the black Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman, and he has spent a lot of money on me so I can be as fly as he is. He said I was worth every bit of it because he plans to marry me. I went over to him and cursed him out. One of his boys told me that I'm focused on the wrong part of what my man said. He told me to focus on the fact that my guy wants to marry me. But how can I when he compared me to a prostitute from a movie? You feel the way you feel. That's okay. Your feelings are valid. But I really think that the anger you have towards your man and what made you curse him out at the party was a buildup of all the things that get on your nerves about him. You've got a big bragger on your hands. He's someone that is generous in how he buys nice things for you, but selfish in how he needs so much attention and credit for doing that. When you do things for people, especially for your mate, it should be from the heart because you want to do it. And gratitude and appreciation should be all the thanks you need. Although you love getting the gifts, you're not even into all these expensive designer things. That is what he wants you to wear because he wants you to represent him in a certain way. So I think you were just sick of all his bragging and saying you were the black Julia Roberts was the last straw for you, and you just let him have it. I mean, clearly he's clueless because in the same sentence, he said he wanted to marry you. I really don't think he was knowingly saying you were a prostitute or anything like that. He was just bragging so much, he got caught up and said something real stupid at the time. So tell him how you feel about his bragging. Tell him you don't like it and you want him to stop. But know that this is who he is before you get married, and he'll only change if he wants to change for you. But know that you're not the black Julia Roberts. You're not a prostitute, okay? And I don't think he really meant that. I really don't. Steve?
Lady, relax. You finna mess up. Listen to me, lady. You finna mess up. You overheard. Look, I'll wait till I get there. You 41. You're an entrepreneur. You own a brokerage firm. You're dating a former pro athlete. Met 3 years ago. He's a coach. He got a laundromat. You got your own house. He got his own house. You was driving a small sports car when you met him. He suggests you get an SUV for all your yard signs and stuff for your business. Makes sense to me. But I was fine driving my little BMW. See right here. Now here's where I don't want you to miss what's happening. Your man actually has an interest in what you do for a living. Unlike some people who don't give a damn what you do, they just want what they want. But now he said you ought to get an SUV so when you're going around in the brokerage firm, you can have your signs and stuff in the car. Oh, I was fine with my little, yeah, you was. But then guess what? For your 40th birthday, he surprised you with a 2022 SUV. He bought you and fulfilled a need that he saw his woman needed. He loves giving gifts, and I love getting them. So far, sound like we winning. But it's the commentary after the gift that bothers me. I wasn't wearing designer labels before I met him, but he loves to buy them for me, so I let him. Yeah, see, you wasn't buying designer stuff, but now he buying it for you. You wasn't into that, but you let him. You know why? Because it looked good. You know why? Because it feel good. You know why? Because it makes you look and feel a certain way when you got it on. That's why you buy the stuff. He has splurged on overpriced designer shoes. Listen to me, lady, they're not overpriced. That's how much they cost. See, they're not overpriced for what they are. Pay less exists so you can pay less. Neiman Marcus, Monoblonic, Christian Louboutin, they don't have that. But then Payless shoes don't look like Milano and Christian Louboutins. They don't look like that. Don't give a damn what you do.
Hang on, Steve. Okay.
Now I'm mad now.
I'm like, what are you mad for?
At her.
What for what?
Dress
All right, we'll have part
yourself up.
2. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. The topic for today's Strawberry Letter is the subject, he called me a call girl. We'll get back into it right after this. Calm down.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he called me a call girl.
All right. Shirley wants me to calm down and not be angry in my response. So let's attempt it. Here's this woman that's an entrepreneur, a home broker, drives a small BMW, started dating a former athlete. He's a coach, got a laundromat. She's an entrepreneur. He fell for this woman right away and started showing an interest in her and said, hey, you ought to get a SUV instead of driving this little sports car around for your business. I was fine driving the sports car around, but on her 40th birthday, he surprised her with a brand new 2022 SUV. Oh, wow, she liked it. Man, what a guy. So far, we're winning, as I said. And then he loves giving gifts, and I love getting them. Okay, shut your mouth and keep taking the gifts. What's wrong? And then, but it's the commentary after the gift that bothers me. Everybody ain't perfect. Something come with everything. You know, I don't really care for being famous sometimes. But when they hand me my check, I shut my damn mouth and go on gets back to being famous. Okay, I almost started to get loud
There
again.
you
Let me
go.
go back.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing designer labels before I met him, but he loves to buy them for me, so I let him. Oh, now you wants to wear the Prada, the Louis Vuitton. Now you likes the Birkins. And now you likes the Christian Louboutins and the Milanos. And you like it now, don't you? And the Jimmy Choos. Yeah, you like it. He has splurged on overpriced designer shoes. Stop saying that. They're not overpriced. These is what these shoes cost, and them is what them shoes cost. They not overpriced. That's what them shoes over there cost. They charge that for a reason. Them is Swarovski crystals on that shoe. That's why they up there. That's real leather. That's croc on the toe. That ain't the print. Okay, calm back down, Steve.
Yes.
And buys purses for me since we met. He said I have to look a certain way to represent him properly. That's just a man being a little braggish. I'll admit that. But, you know, I want you to be out there when you're out there with me. In other words, what he's saying is he want to make sure he look like the man he's supposed to look like by having the woman he got. And if he ain't taking care of his business, he know his woman can't look like she taking care of her business because it's man's job to provide. That's what he leaning on. He loves to brag about whatever he spends money on over the weekend. He went a little bit too far bragging, and now we not speaking. We had a rooftop bar on Sunday, 3 couples. He moved over to the females. They moved away from the females so they could smoke cigars. They were still in earshot when sitting. I overheard my man say, I'm the black Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman, and he has spent a lot of money on me so I could be as fly as he is. And he said it's worth every bit of it because he plans to marry me. I went over to him and cussed him out. What? First of all, I never saw Pretty Woman. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
You never saw that? You gotta see that. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's a great
and
movie. Richard Gere.
How has that changed your life?
It made you believe in fairy tales and romance again.
It's a love story. It's just a
Yeah,
romance.
it's just
Okay, well, I didn't watch the movie, but she done went over and cussed him out because he said that. Then one of his boys tried to save it, as he should, and told me I'm focused on the wrong part of what my man said. He told me to focus on the fact that the guy wants to marry me. The analogy is unimportant. He don't even know what he realized. He probably don't even realize what he said. You the Julia Roberts. So. Like he comparing me to a prostitute from a movie. No, black dudes don't even be knowing all that right there. All he know is you fine to him, and he's willing to put everything he got into you because you worth it, and he wants to marry you. How the hell you mad ain't speaking to him? Damn, Julia Robertson, you stupid ass man don't know movie analogies. What's her name?
Julia Roberts. He does know movie analogy because that's what he said, and that's what happened in the movie.
That's exactly what happened in the movie.
He married her?
They went off.
Richard Gere?
At the end, they were together. They lead you to believe that. But
he just told a group of men.
She was a prostitute in the movie.
She was a prostitute in the movie.
No. Here's the part y'all missing. To him, she was the pretty woman in the movie.
That's Julia Roberts.
That's what he
pretty
talking
woman
about.
in the movie was
prostitute. But listen to me. She my Julia Roberts, my pretty woman. Ain't no man finna marry no prostitute.
Richard Gere did.
He white.
In the movie. Wait a minute.
He white. That's a man's driving force. And when we get around each other, our definition is what we do, who we are, and how much we make. And he talking trash with his boys. You was in earshot. You overheard a conversation between men, and all the men knew was, man, he feeling her. Now you ain't speaking.
Your comments.
Pull yourself together before you lose your man over a damn movie analogy, because ain't nobody calling you no prostitute. Damn.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook.
Right back in that little bitty ass BMW.
Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley. Well, let's get to it. John Gruden, the former head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, is back in the news. He was basically, he had the email scandal that happened last season when he lost his job. Yeah, he fired him because of the racist and anti-gay comments and the misogynistic stuff he said. Right. Well, he says, I'm a good person, and I am a little bit shamed about the email, but I am a good person. He says, I go to church. I've been married 31 years. I got some great boys, and I still love football, and we all need forgiveness. And who ain't made some mistakes in this room? Things you say when you get caught with emails. So he's hoping to be a head coach again in the NFL. I don't see if they're going to do that.
Well, man, I like John Gruden. I liked him a lot. I was a big fan of his with the quarterback club he did, all the stuff he did on TV.
Yeah.
And then, the emails came out. Man, you'd be stunned how many people write like that when they think they're in private.
Right. Now, he can't be the only one in the NFL that says something like this.
Boy,
he ain't the only one.
Stop.
It's the NFL. We know what that means.
You can read some of them owner emails.
Man. Woo. That'd be something you need to hit the wire. Also, man, I got to give a shout out to Prime, man. Deion Sanders, man, down at Jackson State, man. Deion setting some rules for the players that he's coaching. He says, hey, when we go to class now, we ain't wearing no wife beaters. Don't put no slippers on. I'm raising men, not boys. So that's the new rules for the Jackson State football team. They said, is that too far for Prime? Is taking it too far for him to say this to these players? You know what I'm saying? And they got to sit in the front of the class.
Dress like you going somewhere.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't sit up there and look like you ain't going nowhere, like you ain't serious about this. No more wife beaters and no more flip-flops.
Yeah.
We going to school. Man, he's trying to do something to turn these people into exceptional people. Exceptional people do exceptional things, period. Now, if you want to be regular, just do regular stuff.
Now, Uncle, would the sitting in the front of the class bother you, Uncle? Could you have done that, Uncle?
No, I can't. Well, I can sit there, but, You know, the professor gonna have to deal with it.
The participation.
Yeah. I'm going to sit in the front. I'm still not raising my hand, and I'm still sleeping.
I just play football at this point.
Yeah, my reaction to them graphs is going to be the same.
Sleep.
Man, I got to close my eye, my head.
Looking at all this.
I saw Shirley. He got for sports talk today. I just wanted to see what Uncle say sitting in front of class. No.
Yeah.
Graphs
All right,
wrong.
Junior. Thank you. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to discuss the dating scene, how it is now. Ladies, should you ask a man for financial help to support your lifestyle? We'll talk about it right after this. What's wrong with that?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so there's a topic circulating on social media. Many of us have experienced the dating scene, okay, before we were married and all of that stuff. And a lot of women expect men to pay for the check, help with their bills, their rent, their groceries, nails, hair, bags, cell phones, etc. And on the other hand, some men feel like just because we're dating or in a relationship, that they shouldn't have to help with your bills or help you keep up with a certain lifestyle. We're in this together. I should get something from you, and you should get something from me. So, Steve, we got to ask you, as you are our chief love officer, what do you think about this? I mean, it's different now.
Well, it's a true statement that everybody should get something from the relationship. Now, if the relationship has progressed, and it looks like you are planning a future together. If you are having any talks or plans of having a future together, why would you align yourself with someone who's not willing or looking forward to taking care of you? And that goes for both the man and the woman. Because if this is going to lead to something up the road, like we're planning on a life together, then we should be planning on a life where we become one and we take care of one another. Now, there's an adage that a coach once said, you play the game like you practice. If you've had no practice with taking care of one another, what makes you think after the wedding day, all of a sudden, you're going to want to take care of each other? It doesn't make any sense. Because there will be plenty of opportunities during the dating process to show your ability or your willingness to take care of one another. So it is a two-way street. But you can't expect something that you're not willing to give. I can't expect to get rich if I don't go to work. I can't expect to make it across the other end of that swimming pool unless I done took some swimming lessons. I can't expect to play golf and par this hole if I ain't been out there practicing. You can't make 8 out of 10 free throws just by walking up to the line. Somebody got to practice making these free throws.
So how?
Do I get the bag and get my rent paid?
Yeah.
What's happening?
You can get all of that if I can get what I need.
Okay, so you're saying it's an even exchange or some there's an exchange.
It has to be an exchange.
There's an exchange.
A woman is unreasonable and unfair to walk in thinking somebody's just supposed to take care of your hair, your nails, and buy you bags if he wants you to look a certain way. How was you looking before you met him? Just because y'all start dating doesn't mean that he has to come in and take over all these responsibilities all of a sudden with nothing in it for him. What
you're
does he
saying
get?
over time. Okay. And we want different things, men and women, right? This may be what women want. What do men want? You know, so you can take care of each other.
Men want support. Men want loyalty, and men want respect. Love ain't at the top of the list with us.
Where does love fall?
It's somewhere in the top 4.
Yeah, probably
in the top 4.
But if you're loyal to us and respect us, that's what we consider love.
Yeah. And
If
then
we
women
know that
want
you
security.
ours, that you belong to us and we belong to you, that you going to respect us and you're going to support us and be loyal to us and you can help me get to where I'm trying to get to in life, you must love me. But those are the things we're looking for. Love is not at the top of the list.
All right.
Don't come in here empty-handed.
Okay.
Hello.
All I'm saying.
Rent is due.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at about 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, this Monday is Labor Day. That's right. Every year on the first Monday of September, our nation celebrates the contributions American workers have made to the strength, prosperity, and well-being of our country. Many Americans view Labor Day as the unofficial end to summer. That is true, especially because we all, in most cases, get the day off. In most cases, we celebrate with cookouts, parades, or a weekend getaway. So enjoy your official end to the summer, because it is coming to a close and we're going to jump into fall. Steve, what does your Labor Day weekend look like? I hear you.
Well, I'm celebrating
trip.
this Labor Day with a golf tournament for my foundation in Nassau, Bahamas.
Nice.
All right. Happy Labor Day to you. Happy Labor Day to you.
Yeah, I'm going to be over there.
Mama.
Trying to turn it up.
You've been
Why you
practicing
saying
on
it
your
like
golf
that?
swing.
My boy said coming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just
Wilding out.
planning on sitting up with Sid with a cigar, hollering, laughing.
Yeah.
I love them together.
And they got a casino over there.
Yes, they do.
I already pulled it. Girl.
I know that's right.
Well, have
big dog.
fun. Enjoy.
Boy,
Yeah.
you don't even understand.
When's the last time you and Sid hung out?
Oh, hung out been a while. We spent some time up together at the prostate thing up in New York with Robert Smith.
Okay. All right. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather never ever celebrate your birthday again, or only celebrate your birthday and no other holidays?
Those are your
What,
options.
Shirley?
Would you rather never celebrate your birthday ever again, or would you rather only celebrate your birthday and no other holidays?
Woo!
So you either
See,
celebrate your birthday, or you...
I'm confused. Do that mean I'm not going to have no more birthdays?
No,
You're
no,
not dead.
no.
Okay.
Just not
Trey.
Trying to kill
celebrating.
you off. No.
I'm not participating in this Would You Rather.
You're scared. You're scared.
Yeah, I don't want to put the wrong thing in the
can't.
universe. I'm celebrating everything. I don't give a damn. Be mad at me. You ain't fair. You celebrating your birthday, Christmas, New Year's, all that. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on then. Would you rather be handcuffed or blindfolded by your partner? Maybe you can participate in that one. Huh, Junior?
The way everything going right now, handcuffs can't happen. The way things going right now, I can't deal with handcuffs. Blindfold me.
But blindfolds can?
Yeah. No, I don't like to feel it. It feel like I'm going back to jail. I don't want to do that.
Oh.
What?
In the bedroom with your partner?
Even in the bedroom, it's just trauma. It's a trigger for me. I can't do that.
You don't
Just-
trust? You got to
Yeah,
trust.
nah, not that. Nah, trust nothing.
No, I can't be handcuffed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to no damn
Blindfolded?
bed. No, I'll take the blindfold. I could knock your ass off of me.
Yeah.
My hands free. But I'm sitting up in here just hollering. I can't grab nobody. No. No. I got to have my hands free. I got to push you off of me. Oh, get that. What is that? Get that off of me.
Would you rather have frequent bad sex or great sex only twice a year?
All right, hey.
A lot of
So
bad
bad.
sex.
Twice a year? Man,
Just go and give it here. I'll live with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just go and give it.
Bad, just bad sex.
I can just
bad
talk
sex.
trash.
Good sex twice a year.
That's it.
Great.
Or bad
Great.
Great
Great
sex twice a year.
sex twice a year.
Well, I've pretended before, so why not? Well, thank you. Ooh, that was good.
Not
I
woo-woo.
can coach you up a little bit. You know, can we do something?
Girl, you knocked that out the park. Woo.
Said woo woo, not the woo woo, Shirley.
Not the woo-woo.
Oh, Lord. See you tomorrow.
All right. I think we have time for... We don't. All right, listen, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, it's our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day on this Thursday. Thank you, Lord. We made it through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amen.
It was a good day.
Yeah, kicking off Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is kind of the... What?
I wanted to try something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want you all to think of words, because I don't want to give away any. Think of words that describe going through something. I want you to think of words that describe going through something or something you've had to overcome. As you give them to me, I want to show you what those words have taught me. I don't know how this is going to go because we've never done this before.
Okay, just an exercise.
But that's what it is. I'll give you an example. I often found myself ended up, as I've gotten older, of taking all the bitter moments and turning it into sweet moments, of taking all my lemons and making lemonade. Because out of all of my hardships that I've had, what those hardships did was it solidified my relationship with God. It forced me to understand more fully what I was capable of. It made me understand what those scriptures were really saying. And it taught me the power of prayer. So hardship really changed my relationship with God. So as the team presents me these words that present a challenge or difficult to them, I would try to put it into words that have changed my life. Junior, you want to start?
Yes, sir.
What's the word?
Strong-willed.
Strong-willed. I had to become strong-willed because of weak moments. You know, there are weak moments that come in your life where it's going to test you in the form of temptation. And you're going to have some weak moments. But when you have those weak moments, it's practice for you to develop a stronger will. You've got to develop a strong will to overcome temptation, and everybody has temptation, and you're not going to win the temptation battle all day, all the time. You're just not going to do it. You're human. But it taught me a lot about strong will in my weak moments. Anybody?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hello?
Fear.
Carla said fear.
Fear.
Oh. Well, fear, we've often talked about this. Fear has produced more bravery for me than anything. Because every time I've mustered up the courage to face my fear, it made me more brave. You know, if you're a fearful person or a brave person, that's the direct opposite. But you need the fear to bring out the bravery in you. See, if you're not presented with the things you're afraid of, you don't know what to be brave towards. You follow what I'm saying? I needed to have fearful moments because God needed to show me just how brave I really was. By turning around and facing those fears, it made me understand how brave I actually was. See, every descending moment, every adverse moment in your life that has an opposite to it. You got to find it. But you become more brave when you face more fears. There's nothing wrong with being afraid. What cripples you is when you don't address the fear, when you run from it. But when you turn around and face it, you find out that what you were afraid of wasn't as big as you thought it was. That fear has caused me to discover the bravery in me. You better come on, Steve Harvey. Shirley.
Let me say mountain, Steve, mountain.
Oh, this is a good one for me. This is easy. I often have to thank God for all the mountains I've had to climb, because in climbing the mountain, it gave me the strength and the wisdom to understand that with Christ, all things is possible. That there ain't a mountain too high that he can't get me over. There ain't an ocean too deep that he can't swim me through. That mountain, when I'm climbing mountains, it allows me to understand the real power of God. Because sometimes you're standing there looking at that mountain and it just seems so impossible. But you got to start to climb. And every time I've started to climb and I've reached the top of one of them mountains, all I could do was say, thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength to hang in there to reach the top of this mountain. Now, there's some valleys too now.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't get to the mountaintop without going down in the valley. See, well, you can't have one without the other. That was very good. I appreciate that, y'all. You know, that's some of the things that I've learned in my life from adversity. Everything that looks like a bad moment, if you look at it the right way, like I've always said, behind every moment of adversity, there's a lesson and a blessing. And I thank God that I've learned from all my adversity, all the mountains, all the fear, all of the moments where I needed bravery, all the times I needed to have that strong will. He just kept showing up for me. I just asked the Lord, shows up for you. Yeah. It's just we ain't always there for him.
Amen to that.
Y'all have a great weekend. Is it time to say that, Chet?
Yeah. And the other part.
You say it on Monday.
Don't forget, talk to God. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.